The EEOC no longer exists. I saw this person who reposted a Twitter statement from this lady who just received a high end position as a nurse. And she had been working so hard for this job. And what happened was her and her whole entire family picked up, moved to this new state, bought a new home. And because the EEOC no longer exists, she lost her job. They didn't hire her. And the thing about it is that she supports Tiny Bangs, Agent Orange. And as many of you guys know, I help people with generational trauma. And this is a reflection of generational trauma. What this person assumed was that they had power too. They had power in addition to their status and their name and their understanding because of the color of their skin. But what they failed to realize is that the EEOC wasn't primarily for Black people or people of color. It was primarily for women that were white. In the 1920s, when women were rallying together, white women were rallying together to obtain their freedom to vote, they fought really, really hard just to have that. And when it comes to equal opportunity employment and also DEI, even though Tiny Bangs made it a point to spin it off as though it was a Black thing, the reality is that it was created for white women. And why was it created for white women, you may ask? Because white women forgot what their job was in the United States: to create babies. Let's look at Roe versus Wade. There was no fight for that. So bodily autonomy was lost. Now, there was no fight to maintain at least a decent presidency. So now equal opportunity employment, the EEOC, aka DEI, is now no longer in existence. So all of the women that were on my other page that was kind of telling me, oh, the white women who voted for Tiny Bangs, Agent Orange, are all affluent and they are educated and they know what they're doing. Sadly, many of you guys may be losing your jobs. And with that time that you have available, go ahead and check out our webinar. It's absolutely free. And let's start working on healing these generational traumas so you don't put us in this kind of situation again, or your ancestors from now, the future yous.